Righto, where do we even start? How about once upon a time there was a big dog? Yeah, nah, that doesn't sound right. I got it. Two passionate young men call each other daily from opposite sides of the world, dreaming of one day meeting. Yeah, nah, not that kind of story neither. How about passionate about big trucks, a cold beer, and the ever-growing Australian four-wheel drive industry? Dino, co-founder of Big Dog Builds, takes customers' touring dreams and imaginations and makes them a reality. Big Dog Builds are placing ridiculous amounts of suspension orders to the United States, and the Yanks at CJC Offroad are more confused than a chameleon in a bag of Skittles. Cody and his team want to know what the bloody hell is going on down under.
Dean here from Big Dog Builds. Myself and Cam, my business partner, started Big Dog just on a year ago. I do put on a few different hats at the moment, but with the team growing bigger and bigger, I do look forward to passing off some of the roles at the moment. Cam and I saw a gap in the market. These big American trucks were getting more and more popular here on Australian roads. There was an increase in demand for these big touring vehicles and getting them dialed in for the Australian conditions. That's exactly what we do here at Big Dog Builds. So we build American trucks the Aussie way. So we definitely focus on the HD truck market here. So between your Ram, your Ford and your Chevy, 25, 3500 platforms, or your F250, 350s are definitely the most popular here at Big Dog. So we build manage the whole process. The big focus for us is suspension, wheels and tyres. So for customers setting up the vehicle to travel Australia, if it's just a weekend getaway, not doing a canopy on the back, there's a lot of different setups and products that we use. But the main focus being lift, wheels, tyres, and then we do all of your other accessories being roof racks, 12 volt, LED lighting, air on board, and get that vehicle set up, ready to tackle any terrain. So CJC Offroad have been one of my biggest suppliers from the start. I reached out to the team early on in the piece and they're just amazing to deal with. It's getting to a point now where I'm talking to them daily and definitely one of their biggest customers, I think, in the world, which is pretty exciting.
My name is Cody Kamensky. I am the co-owner of CJC Offroad. We're an online parts store for American heavy-duty trucks, as well as behind me, we have our installation shop as well. CJC Offroad specializes in performance parts and suspension for American heavy-duty trucks, specifically the diesel platforms. However, we have branched out a little bit, but our primary focus has always been essentially performance suspension components for 25 and 3500 trucks.
Big focus with CJC is the great marketing they did with the best brands in the world. We definitely were interested in the suspension side of things from them. The Americans have been doing this for years, so we got in touch with them, got some of the best gear from the US.
Big Dog Builds first popped up on our radar about a year and a half ago as this pretty new shop. And in fact, I believe the owners actually contacted us before the shop had opened in regards to setting up an account and making sure they had a secure pipeline for getting quality suspension components down in Australia. We get a ton of requests every day, so while we do take them all seriously, we're kind of surprised at what that relationship quickly turned into.
So when I first got in touch with Cody and Cole from CJC, it was just a general introduction. I think they were quite interested in what we were doing here because they noticed how much we were buying. We had lots of feedback to give on how we use the kit slightly differently to what they do in the States, especially with the canopy setups and what we're doing on the rear end of these vehicles. So we started a few phone calls and called each other back and forth and bounced ideas off each other. They were excited to see their vehicles here in Australia, and we were excited to learn more and more from them and their experience in the industry over the last 10, 15 years, I believe.
Dude, what on earth are you guys doing down there? Where are you guys even putting this much suspension?
I think they had a little bit of a what the moment, like they just saw order after order. There was one week there, I think I placed about 3 orders a day, and there was definitely an email coming back like, are you actually installing all these? Are you just putting them on the shelf? Like, what's going on down there?
We said, well, I think you should just come down and check it out for yourself.
CJC, this is your final boarding call to Brisbane, Australia.
Yeah, so I offered Cody and Cole to come down under and see what we do and how we use these vehicles in Australia. And it was definitely pretty exciting when they agreed to come down, check out the vehicles. I was just going to take them for a quick night away, and that escalated. I thought, let's give them a real Aussie experience and show them how we use these vehicles here in our beautiful conditions.
I am actually extremely excited to go to Australia. I've always loved traveling different places, even globally. However, I've never been to Australia, so I'd say my primary expectations would be red dirt and kangaroos, as stereotypical as childish it is. But I have gotten a lot of help from watching Bluey with my son, so I feel like in some way, shape or form, I think I should be able to figure it out.
I'm not sure how much the guys know about Australia, the off-road culture. I think we've definitely made a bit of an impact in the States with a few key players here in Australia, how they're using the vehicles, where they're going, and we've definitely got that camping and off-road name for ourselves. But I'm not too sure how much they know in regards to the wildlife down under, the scenery, the vehicles that are on the road, or the environments that they're going to see.
To an American, the Australian four-wheel drive scene is probably a lot of what we would call overlanding. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, even still, a lot of the Australian components are kind of in vogue or extremely desirable in the overland market. So you have like ARB, the different original rooftop tent companies, things like that. It's always been very like camping centric, as well as like snorkels and big bull bars and the like.
Welcome to the Big Dog Builds workshop.
Appreciate it.
Got a lot of vehicles in at the moment. Massive start to the year. Got our whole range of Rams, F-trucks, and the Chevy 2500s here are becoming really, really popular. So what's it like in your shed?
It's literally, this is it. This is it. It's our shop. So, you know, it's a little bit cleaner. You know, I'll give you guys a couple more years though to make a mess. But,
when we've got too much stock for our own good.
Yeah, no, the parking lot, it's funny. It's a little more humid. It's 14 hours away, but it's just like being at our own shop, and dealing with you guys is kind of like dealing with everyone in our office. So
I know. Get on
it's like we've been friends for a while, even though it's been about a year, but it's been a good time.
Each morning check-in is like checking in with my own team. What's on the way? What's delayed? What are we waiting on? A few more additions that you don't see on your trucks over in the US. So
all
we've
the
got
reflectors and the lights.
A few road rules that you don't have to do, but
it's funny just seeing these canopies. Like, you know, they're just starting to catch hold in the US. Like, you know, every once in a while you see them, but these camper setups are wild.
We've got a few people really hitting the market hard with these canopy builds, so we're going to see a lot come more and more popular. That's what we do here. So.
Well, at least the cool thing down here is that you guys can kind of use the engineering and get the higher weight rating on the truck, like officially speaking.
Yeah, we still have to watch that rear axle load rating. If we go a boat on top and we've got the vehicle loaded up and we're towing, we definitely still have to watch the weight rating, but there's no other vehicle in Australia that can do it like these US trucks can. So
yeah, I don't think you see a Super Duty going down the 405 in Los Angeles with a boat on the roof.
Well, no, you can't. Yeah, people are like, what are we doing? Let's just take everything we can on the road. They tow their house, they've got their boat, they've got their canopy with everything inside, and off they go.
It's too cool. It is very cool. So you sent us a pretty big itinerary, which I did not read on the airplane. So what do we got going on?
Mate, we thought, how many days can we spend in the workshop? I'm not going to get you on the tools, so we're going to show you what we do here in Australia. We're going to get you out to the beach, then we're going to get you out to the bush for a couple nights. Hopefully we can see some of our iconic Australian animals. I'm sure the weather's going to turn it on, so you've chosen a perfect time to get here. Let's get into it.
Kind of feels like our Florida around here, but it's gonna be a good time. I'm looking forward to it.
So on this trip, we've got 5 customers and they're awesome looking vehicles. We've got a massive range of vehicles as well, being 1500 platform, 25 and F350s. So we've got 5 lucky customers involved And then we've got the guys from the USA. We've got our team here as well, so it's going to be good fun. Pretty damn excited for this. Who doesn't like getting away to the beach and the bush for a week? And we're really looking forward to getting out and showing these guys how we do it.
Sorry to leave you blue balled there, guys and girls, but trust us when we say that you'll want to tune in for the next ep to see the crew tackle Moreton Island. And hopefully this trip answers Cody's question, what the bloody hell is going on down under?